Now, hope you can see the screen.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, so accounting policies can be changed only in the following situation. Accounting policies can be changed only when in the following situations. Number one, A. If change is required by accounting standard. Accounting standards. Yeah. So that means you were following one method, but that method was wrong. So therefore, accounting standard says that you have to follow this method. In that case, you can change the method. If the change is required by whom? Accounting
Accounting
standards.
standards.
Accounting standards. Next, B. If required by statute. Statute means law. So example, company law, income tax, income tax act, etc. Like this, if the change is required by where? If the change is required by law, then you can change. Third, C. Yeah. If management feels for the bettertainment of presentation of financial statement, then only you can change the accounting policy. Yeah. So now tell me when accounting policy can be changed. If it is required by accounting standard, or if it is required by law, statute, or if management feels for the betterment of presentation of financial statement, then they can change. Suppose if the management, they are following one method, so but they are not happy with the result, or but it is not appropriate, it is not giving appropriate, or it is not appropriate for that situation, then only they can change. Are you understanding slowly? It is not for
Yes,
the
sir.
increased net worth and all. So suppose if they are following, for example, yeah, straight line method, suppose if they are following, or WDV method, suppose if they are following one method. Yeah. So they are not happy with that because asset is using more, but I am depreciating less. So that means I am not recovering the depreciation when compared to the usage of asset or not. That time I can change the method. Yeah. So in these three situations only, accounting policy can be changed. Are you understanding slowly?
Yes,
Now,
sir.
prima facie, tell me, what do you mean by consistency? Consistency means,
Principles and policies followed should not change
yeah, the
unless
principles and policies followed in earlier years are expected to follow in current year also,
Currently,
unless management
unless
initiate or
management in change.
management requires change in preparation and presentation of financial statement. Are you clear? Now, so
Sir.
unless management intends to change, that means when management can change the accounting policy
required by
only in three situations. Number one,
The change is
accounting
required by
standard.
accounting standards.
yeah, change is required by accounting standard, or if it is required by law,
Law.
Law.
yeah, or if
If the
management feels
management
for the betterment of
Betterment
presentation of
of
financial
Betterment of the
statement, you can
presentation.
change.
presentation of financial statement.
You can change. Now, two assumptions have you understood now?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now let's go third one. What is the third one?
Approval.
Accrual. Assumption. Now, Yes, commerce students, can you tell me what you mean by accrual assumption? Accrual means?
Sir, all outstandings are needed to be considered in accounts.
Very good, very good, very good, very good. I got the answer. Straight away I got the answer. Yeah, Uday. So first feelings enti? First feel. First feel enti?
Going concern.
గోయింగ్ కన్సర్న్ అది ఫీల్ కాదు, అది ఫీల్ అనేది జనరల్ నువ్వు నేను మాట్లాడేది అంతే. సో అజంప్షన్స్ యాక్చువల్ మీనింగ్ కరెక్టా? ఇప్పుడు నువ్వు అకౌంటెంట్ గా అపాయింట్ అయితే నీ ఫస్ట్ ఫీలింగ్స్ ఏదై ఉండాలి? బిజినెస్ విల్ రన్ ఫర్ ఎవర్, అది గోయింగ్ కన్సర్న్ కరెక్టా? ఫస్ట్ అజంప్షన్. సెకండ్ అజంప్షన్ consistency. What principles and policies they were following before appointment of you, same thing you also should follow. That's what assumption. Yeah. Third one, accrual. So accrual means, my dear friends, so write down all outstandings should be recognized in preparation and presentation of financial statements. Financial statements. All outstandings means here outstanding expense and outstanding incomes. Yeah, so that means this concept says that, my dear friends, not only cash, that is not only cash, outstandings also should be recognized in the preparation presentation of financial statement. Are you understanding? Yeah, not only cash transaction, not only cash transaction, so outstandings also should be recognized in a preparation presentation of financial statement. That's what this assumption said. So that means don't go and ask with the management that look out that is salary for the month of March, when it will be paid, at least in April before 10th.
Yes, sir.
Or rent for the month of March, when it will be paid? Next month, no. Yeah, so that means don't go and ask, look out for this month, anyway you are going to pay in next month. So that means since you have not paid, shall I ignore that as an expenditure? Should I need to, since even though it is since it is not paid, should I don't consider as an expense, etc.? Don't go and ask with the management. That's a common sense or not? If it is related to this period, whether it is paid or payable, both has to be accounted or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so that's what this accrual concept, whether it's paid or payable, both has to be recorded. If it is only payment, means that's cash system, that and all later part we will understand. But here, what is the third assumption? In the preparation presentation of financial statement, not only cash, outstandings also should be recognized. That means consider. Recognize means what? Consider. That's the meaning. Yeah, in the preparation presentation of financial statement. Now tell me all these assumptions, where it has been listed?
Yes.
Yeah.
AS1. AS1.
All these assumptions are listed in AS1. In AS1. Yeah. So now three assumptions are over. That's the first pillar is over.
Yes, sir.
So first pillar is over. Now in this, so going concern, consistency, accrual. So these three, I hope you have understood well.
Yes, sir.
Now
Yes,
let's
sir.
go to the pillar number 2. What is that? Part 2.
Concepts
It's
and
not
concepts.
pillar number 2. That pillar is in chart. Now in this chapter, so first assumptions we have completed. Now part 2, I'm going to complete concepts and conventions.
Conversion.
Simultaneously, this will be covered. Now out of this, first one. So what is the first one? Business
entity,
entity concept. Business entity concept. So now, yes, commerce students, can you tell me what you mean by business entity concept?
Sir, it means
The
that
business
from the owner.
Business
Yeah.
and ownership are not one and the same.
One and the same. So that means, Uday, this concepts and conventions are, it is not assumption. Suppose if you don't know, you can ask and understand, nothing wrong. Got it? So suppose look out, there is a and company, one business firm. Are you understanding? Yeah.
Yes,
So
sir.
for this business, just imagine you have been appointed as an accountant. What tent? Accountant, correct? Now since you are a first you have been appointed, this is since it is a first day. Now do you know who is the owner?
No, sir.
No, correct? So in this business, so you have to maintain accounts in business books only, not in owner books. Only in a business, where there is a business, there only accounts will be maintained. When there is a business, there is a accounting. Are you understanding? Without accounting, business is not possible actually. But without bill, they will do. That is violation. That is secondary. But for book aided knowledge, so where there is a business, there is an accounting. Where there is an accounting, there should be business. That's the meaning. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that means you are not recording in owner's book. So you are recording in, you are accountant for business, not the owner. So suppose here, if A is the owner, A is the owner. So just you can't say if I record in A book or business book, both are same. That is what different. That is what different. So here A has been invested money in a business. That is A and Co. For example, 1 lakh has been invested. So this is called as capital or not?
Yes, sir.
Capital,
Yes, sir.
and it will be treated as a liability or not?
Yes, sir.
సో ఇట్ ఈస్ ఉదయ్ బిజినెస్ లో నువ్వు 1 lakh ఇన్వెస్ట్ చేస్తే, సో నువ్వు వేరే బిజినెస్ వేరే. ఎప్పటికైనా బిజినెస్ నీకి ఆ 1 lakh తిరిగి ఇవ్వాలి. అర్థమవుతుందా?
Yes, sir.
సో అందుకోసమే బిజినెస్ ఒక పర్సన్, ఏ అనేది ఒక పర్సన్. సో ఈ కాన్సెప్ట్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేసేది బిజినెస్ ఎంటిటీ కాన్సెప్ట్. సో దట్ మీన్స్ మై డియర్ ఫ్రెండ్స్, సో బిజినెస్ ఎంటిటీ కాన్సెప్ట్ segregates or differs or segregates or separates ownership from its entity, ownership and entity. Are you understanding? So as an accountant, since you don't, you have to treat owner is separate person and business is separate person. Yeah, you are an accountant of business, not the owner. That's how you have to feel and you have to start accounting. Correct? Even though owner, suppose if he has given the money, it will be treated as a liability. If a business has given, then it will be treated as like asset, like given and taken. Are you clear? Yeah. Write down business entity concept under the hyphen. Write down this concept separates owner and business. Yeah, write down as per business entity concept. Owner and business are not one and the same. Both are two separate persons. Both are two separate persons. Both are what?
Two separate persons.
Two separate persons. Business is separate and owner is separate. So you are accountant in the books of business, not owner. You have to feel that you are accountant of a business. That means you have to feel yourself as a business. Are you understanding? Then only accounting what you are going to do will be correct. If you feel like third party or intermediary, then it will not be. You can't achieve the results. Next, so business entity concept. Business entity concept is Basic accounting concept. Basic accounting concept. So that means first you have to understand business is separate and owner is separate. Then only your accounting, what you are going to do here in after, will be correct. Friends, are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So example. So A and Co. A and Co. In which A is a proprietor. A is a proprietor. That means A is actually owner of the business, but name is A and Co. Correct? But for accounting, for entity wise, so A and Co is separate. Mr. A is separate, and Mr. A is separate, and Mr. A is separate. Correct? So not one and same. Not one and same. Not one and same. Yeah. So business entity concept is over. So business entity concept means what? This concept says business and owner is
Owner and
not
the
one
business
and the
are,
same. They
different
are both are
entity.
different. Are you understanding slowly?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Next, let's go to the second concept. What is second concept in your chart?
Money measurement.
Money measurement.
Money measurement concept. Yeah. So now, yes, anyone, can you tell me what do you mean by money measurement concept?
Measuring
Yes.
of money.
Sorry? Fast. Array, commerce
Measuring
students,
of
tell me.
money.
Sir, all transactions are measured in territories.
Yeah, Siddharth. So don't know, your network is
Sir,
very weak.
all, all activities are measured in money terms.
Okay. Yes, Shriram. Sorry, Naveen.
So
So,
each and every activities are measured in the terms of money.
Each and every activities are measured in terms of money. Correct?
Even the
So
transactions.
yeah. So why we have to measure in terms of money?
so it's only possible to record in values.
So that means for that only in chapter number 1, I have teached you what is transaction. Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yeah. So what is a transaction means? The transaction means which physically alters my financial position. That means out of that, at least if value, at least 1 rupee, suppose if it is there, then only either 1 rupee increase or decrease will occur or not.
Yes, sir.
So therefore, everything, my dear friends, in accounts, when you are writing everything, whether if you purchase asset, that is if you purchase furniture, suppose if 10 chairs you purchased or land purchased, whatever you purchase, but I will not record as one land purchase, one furniture purchase, like that I will not mention. So I will record at money or not, money or money's worth. It will be valued in terms of money. Correct? So because in accounts we have to recognize everything, whatever you write inside the accounts, it has to be measured in terms of money. That's what this concept says. Got it? It should not be in a quantity, it has to be measured in a value. Write down. In accounts, money measurement, this concept, write down. In this concept precises that in an accounts everything has to be recognized in terms of money or money's worth. Money or money's worth. And not in quantity. And not in quantity. That means you cannot write as a 10 furniture purchased, 15 furniture purchased. Like that we can't. We have to record as 10 furniture. Each furniture, suppose if it is a 1000 means into 10 furnitures, it is a 10,000 is a spent. So therefore, furniture purchased value is 10,000 you have to record, not the quantity. So what is money measurement? Money measurement concept says everything has to be measured in terms of
Money.
money.
Money
So
worth.
money
Money
here
worth.
measurement means can I call this is in terms of value or amount. Yeah, measurement means what? Measuring means in value, not in quantity. Are you understanding slowly?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Next, what is the third concept, my dear friends? Third, realization or sorry,
Periodicity concept.
periodicity concept. Periodicity concept. Yeah. So now, can you tell me what is periodicity concept? Anyone? Yes. Yes, commerce students. Anyone? Tell me fast. What do you
It
mean by
says the
periodicity
accounting
concept?
period, sir.
Yeah.
It says the accounting period
So yes, that's what. Tell me, no.
from April 1st to 31st March.
April to 31st March. Yeah. Who is saying this?
Srihari.
Srihari. Okay. Fine. So yes. Any other student? Any others?
So the financial year should be considered from April to March, not
Financial
from
financial year should be considered to April to March.
March.
That's what the periodicity concept says. Yeah. So any other student? Yes, Yashashwini madam and Siddharth.
So
Yes, Siddharth.
the period of transaction should also be considered.
Period of transaction. Ayyo.
If a loan is how long the loan has been taken.
Okay.
So it
yes.
may be January
When
to
an
December.
accountant,
Yeah. Tell me, Yashashwini.
it's like an accountant knowing about the annual period. No, it's like reports in the annual, quarter, and the monthly financial statements.
Like this only you studied in your PUC, na?
No, sir. The accountant will assume that
Assume that
companies.
assumption is over, madam. Assumption are already 3 are over. These are all understanding. You have to understand. You have to know. No assumption and all. Got it?
Sir.
What was that? What was that? Yeah. So now, my dear friends, can you tell me now? Don't say your year and all. So just tell me what is your DOB, date of birth. So first, let us start with Sriram. Birthday. That is sufficient.
31st October, sir.
31st October. Okay. So yes, Uday.
15th April, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So Siddharth.
22nd January.
Okay. Yashashwini.
21st July.
Okay. So other one who is other student? What means, my dear friend? Periodicity concept means don't take. Just I will show you. Now, what is here? Directly we can't go and update what is periodicity concept, my dear friend. So here, first we have to take, as per going concern, what do you mean by going concern?
Business
The
is
business
The life of the business is assumed to be enduring,
yes, sir.
is
correct? So this is infinite, will you agree? Life is enduring.
yes,
Correct, but every year, suppose now up to suppose if you don't cut off or if you don't take for a particular period, so then how you know whether business is doing profit or loss? How you come to know if you don't have one cut off? That means lifelong, from day one up to how long business will run, like that. If you keep on passing the entries and if you don't close, so then will you come to know whether a business is doing a profit or loss?
No, sir.
No, that means out of this life, my dear friends, in order to evaluate the performance of the business, the life of the business has to be segregated into various periods. Now, are you understanding now?
yes, sir.
So, in
Yes,
order to
sir.
evaluate the performance of the business, the life has to be segregated into various periods. Got it? So, each period is called as accounting period. Each period, that is this period is called as accounting period. Correct? That's all that's all periodicity concept said. It never said it should be 1 year this and all. Are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's a wrong notion. What you have understood that it should be following 1 year this and all. So periodicity concept never defined what is a period. It just said it is a concept or it is a theoretical. Therefore, never we have defined what is a number. Just we have defined conceptual clarity, not the number. So for number, from chapter number 5 only will start. Till that it is just a concept. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So what periodicity concept said? As per going concern, the life of the business is enduring. Will you agree?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but in
Yes, sir.
order to evaluate the performance of the business, the life of the business has to be segregated into various periods. Correct? It is like equal period. It should not be different. It should be like, in order to evaluate means you can take any periods. It has to be segregated into periods. Correct? So each of such period is termed as what? Accounting period. Correct? Now that period is not defined by periodicity concept. That period can be 1 minute, 1 hour, 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, 1 decade also. Are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So if you know that in a Tally or in a SAP, in a Oracle, so every minute, suppose if it's just imagine it's a telecom business, just imagine Airtel or Vodafone. So in a fraction of seconds, many can be recharged, many can be SIM can be deactivated. Like this, possible or not?
Yes, sir.
In a fraction of seconds, it's possible. That means every minute, suppose if you give in a Tally or in a SAP, suppose if they are maintaining the accounts, every minute if you give Control P, balance sheet can be prepared or not? Financial statements.
Yes, sir.
So that
Yes,
means, can you
sir.
say no? But if you are preparing accounts means or balance sheet means only after 1 year end only you have to prepare balance sheet. Can you say
Yes,
no? Every minute we can generate the financial reports or not?
Yes,
So
sir.
that means for
Yes,
what
sir.
period you supposed to prepare that account for that report, for what period cutoff you will do that cutoff period, what we call it as a periodicity concept. It never defined whether it is a 1 year or 1 month or whatever it might be. Just it said, look out, life of the business is enduring. In order to evaluate the performance of the business, the life has to be segregated into various periods. Each of such period has been termed as accounting period, and for that you have to maintain an accounts. That's it. Correct? Now, next, for the purpose of convenient reporting, that period has been adopted. That period has been assumed as a 1 year. Are you understanding? It is not defined as per periodicity concept. This is for the purpose of our convenient. We have assumed that it has been 1 year. Got it?
Yes, sir.
That 1 year in India, we follows from 1st April to 31st March of next year, following year, and in foreign they follow calendar year. That is January to December as a 1 year. Clear?
Yes, sir.
This is the concept. Now
Yes,
I will come back. This is what periodicity concept, my difference. Now I will come back for our happy birthday. That means I don't know how long I will live. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So therefore, so what you have born days are there. So that you will lock. So for this year, 1 year has been completed. Like that, you have locked that period. Correct? That means why that day it is not age count. For donkey also it will count. Correct? But as a human beings, why we are celebrating or why we are marking that day means we have to evaluate our growth or our performance when compared to previous. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes.
last year what you wear and today for this birthday what you wear. So is there any changes? Is there any upgradation or growth? If not, what has to be done, etc. For that resolutions and all you will take or not?
Yes, sir.
That's why birthday. Age ante.
Thanks for knowing it, sir. Let me evaluate from the next year. As
You,
today was my birthday, let me evaluate for the next year.
ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಏನ್ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಸಡನ್ ಆಗಿ ಹಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ಬಿಟ್ರಿ ಯಾ ಸೊ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಬರ್ಡೇ ಮೇಡಮ್
Thank you so much,
so
sir.
I'm very sorry for making the fun out of this situation but it was relevant for the topic.
Anyways, thanks, sir. Let me remember of it.
Okay so many more returns of the day ma.
Thank you, sir.
Okay yes my dear friends, so can you wish her
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
ನೋಡಿ ಕಣ
Thank you so
ನೋಡಿ
much.
ಕಣ ಮುತ್ತುದ್ರೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so it was really unknown ma. So but anyway, so I will also remember when I next batch when I re-explain this concept, whenever this concept I about to explain I can remember your name.
Thanks,
Because
sir.
on birthday itself we have made it so much of fun and we have explained so much.
Annoyance. It was annoyance.
Yes, yes. Yeah, but it was not intent to
Thanks,
hurt
sir.
anyone.
Sir?
It was not intent to hurt anyone, no.
No, sir. No.
Yeah, even
So,
I have
sir,
included.
it is example, no?
Yeah, even I have included my date of birth also, no.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah, so that means you don't have the right to scold me.
No way, sir.
Okay, so it was nice, my dear friends. So now it is 6:35. So take a break of 15 minutes, then come back. Let us update the notes. Possible?
Yes, sir.
Sure, sir.
Okay. So was it interesting?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So good. So what you have skipped in your PUC. So here we have given more weightage. So therefore I am taking my own time to make it install.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So take a break of 15 minutes. Now it is 6:35. Assemble back by 6:50. So let's continue with the concepts.
Sure, sir.
Yeah. So let's start. So start writing. So periodicity concept. Correct? Huh? Now write down. As per going concern assumption life of business is assumed to be enduring. Life of business is assumed to be enduring. Assumed to be enduring. Yeah. Now of such life in order to evaluate the performance of business, in order to evaluate the performance of business. I'm sorry. In order to evaluate the performance of business, the life of business has been segregated into various periods as per periodicity concept. Next, each of such period is termed as accounting period. Accounting period. Next, such period can be any duration, say 1 minute or hour, day, week, month or year or decade. Decade means 10 years, my dear friends. 10 years. Yeah. Note. Periodicity concept has not defined the period. Periodicity concept has not defined the period. That's it. It just said the period, it has to be segregated into periods. So each period is termed as accounting period. That's all it said. Periodicity concept has not defined the period. Yeah. Next, write down. For convenient reporting, such period is generally assumed as 1 year, and such one year in India commences from 1st April and ends on 31st March of following year, and B, in foreign such period is adopted as calendar year, that is January to December. Yeah. So now tell me, my dear friends, as per periodicity concept, the accounting year should be 1 year. True or false? As per periodicity concept, accounting period should be 1 year. True or false?
No, false.
False. Reason?
So because it does not define any period,
Yeah.
it can be of any duration.
So then what it said?
So it says that the lifetime should be divided into periods.
The life
For
has to be
easy
segregated into periods in order to evaluate the performance of the business. That's it. So it doesn't define what is a period. Are you understanding? Yeah, Yashaswini?
Yes, sir.
Looks interesting. Yeah. So now look out all this and all. Suppose if I would have given printed notes like chapter number 1, you would have just underlined, that's it, no?
Yes, sir.
If it would have been copied from your study material or somewhere, if it's a printed notes, technically if I would have given, just you would have copied and underlined here and there, that's it. So in mind, it is an absence, as it is will be there. Correct? Now if you write everything in your notes out of your own handwriting, now it will value added for your understanding or not. Yep.
Yes, sir.
So go to next concept, concept number 4.